But now it is time for nerding out. And I'm gonna start first, and then me and Beat are gonna do one together because his I also saw, but he saw an extra episode. Oh, I missed it. But I'm gonna talk about a show that we used to talk about all the time, and it's Suits. This last year, actually, I think last year, maybe a year and a half ago, this was one of the shows that me and Corey would always talk about when it was coming out. Um, before we learned, hey, let's throw some variety into here. And so it just wrapped its first part of the season. It's going to come back in with the second half in December, or in the winter is what they said. And this is one that I honestly think Corey could get back into, because you have the main character of Mike. He got caught, practicing law without a law degree, and he went to jail for all this stuff. And so you have essentially like I want to say 4 or 5 separate stories all going on through this. So you got Mike in jail, you got Harvey trying to get him out by making a deal with Damien Dark, with same actor,
Yeah,
Neil McDonough,
I know.
with his character. Um, then you got his Mike's fiance getting um doing this Innocence Project case, and that, oh gosh, the conclusion of that, I cried. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh, all the feels, just at once, all of it, just sort of deal. And then that brings in uh the law office of Pierce Inspector Lit, and Jessica Pearson, played by Gina Torres, working that case as well. And then you get the law office. It's basically a bare bones, like all the other partners left the law office, and so they were trying to get it through. They were trying to survive. And yeah, I'm excited for this. And this is coming from the guy who I didn't watch last season. I got, much like Corey, I got bored with this whole thing because it seemed like it was the same premise, the same thing that they were doing over and over again of, oh, this person now knows Mike's secret, but and then, oh well, they went away, and oh, now this person knows it. Oh well, they're in on the joke, sort of deal. And they've painted themselves out, or they've got themselves out of this corner that I feel like was needed. And they made it going on. They made it to where he's going to be a consultant. He's still going to make the same money. This is Harvey paying him too, but he's just going to be working as a consultant. So it's all legal, which is great. Excuse me. But yeah, I've really been enjoying Suits. It comes back sometime in the winter. I'm not 100% sure when. And
So,
yeah, check
so
it
you're
out.
saying that when you want to check out, there's a slum a moment you should jump over, or you should power through still.
Um, since I haven't seen last season, it might be worth watching some of the, like, a few of the episodes in there. I'd have to wait for it to when it appears on Netflix.
Okay.
It might already be on Netflix. I don't know, but you get you probably could, if you're wanting to get, like, if you start feeling like, oh, this is boring, it's the same old deal. You could get to, like, skip. If you start feeling that, you could skip to here, and, like, maybe the season finale of the season before, and watch that, and then go to this and pick up right there, because it's like, oh, he went to try, or he went to jail. He's going to be in there for 2 years. But it's just this really nice storytelling that they do in here, and doing 4 or 5 stories all at once in this intertwining fashion, and succeeding. It's not like, oh well, here's the B story, like you get with Flash and Arrow and Supergirl and and the superhero shows. Um, but it's it's really I really enjoyed it. It brought me back into watching it. Um, so it's where I was watching that week to week, and I wasn't waiting for Mr. Robot, mainly because I'm going to binge on it once, probably this weekend. Now that it's all the season's over, yay! Sort of deal. I can watch the madness all at once.
That must be trippy. Oh god. But yeah. Okay, so it shows when on which channel?
It airs on Wednesdays at 9 on USA Network here in America. I know it airs over on Dave in the UK, and check local listings, check Wikipedia on where it is available in your country. Because it's also available on Netflix too. But I do know for a fact, because I watch British TV shows, that it does air over on Dave in the UK. It's not just for Top Gear reruns, folks.
Not anymore.
Yeah. So B, you're watching, or you've picked an American IFC show.
Yeah, documentary now got its second season. It showed the first episode of the second season last week, and now the second one airs tonight. We're recording on the 21st.
20th. It airs tomorrow.
You make me look bad. Do you have to really?
Sorry. No, see, I'm forgetting. You're in the future.
Yeah. I'll look at my date and it's already ahead. But yes, it was unexpected. I heard Gregor talk about it on a show for us when they were mentioned that they got picked up. And so it was a short one and wasn't expecting anything, and got the first episode and was blown away by what the hell I'm watching. And I can't look away. It's awfully, terribly awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna pause you real quick right here, because a quick update to our news story that we came in the middle there of the Star Wars one. What is airing right now on TNT is The Phantom Menace. This is started right now, and then the new stuff, which I thought would have been later, but I guess the new ones like The Force Awakens and Rogue One and after will be a year after the Netflix deal, or once the Netflix deal's up.
They start with The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I kid you not, it's right now, it's a marathon of Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, from now until 2 in the, or just before 2 in the, or a little after 2 in the morning, of just watching The Phantom Menace, because who wants to see that piece of shit 5 times?
Are you an angel? No, so the documentary now show does each episode copy or homage or impression, a spoof of an other documentary, and no one is like the other.
No, it's an anthology series in that regards, much like Black Mirror and American Horror Story, where, like, so for example, with season 1, they had 7 episodes. The first episode is Sandy Passage, and it was the subject that it parodied was Grey Gardens, was a documentary called Grey Gardens. Or you have Nanook Uncovered, which is based off of Nanook Revisited, or sorry, Canuck Uncovered, based off of Nanook Revisited.
That movie.
Drones, The Hut for El Shagon, was based off of the Vice documentaries. Yeah. And it's a really cool thing, because it's almost like they take these documentaries that they loved or love, and they do their own version of them. And it looks like they're keeping up with the pattern. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page of 6 and 7 in the season will be a 2-parter. Like with the like 6 and 7 in season 1 was Gentle and Soft, the story of the Blue Jean Committee.
Yeah.
Which was based on the history of the Eagles documentary. And and then on 6 and 7 this year will be Mr. Runner Up, My Life as an Oscar Bridesmaid, which is the subject's parody is kids stay or the kid stays in the picture. But yeah, this is I love this show, and it's for its weird quirkiness. Now, like I there are times where I can't watch the first episode, the Sandy Passages, just because it takes that. And I don't know if the documentary, if Grey Gardens does the same twist, or if it was just them doing this twist, but where they're like, oh, the two ladies you're following here in this documentary are serial killers, and they've killed the film crew, and it wasn't until
delivery boys as well. Poor delivery boy. Oof.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that it's an anthology like American Horror Story, and no, it's each episode is not is it's a standalone, and American Horror Story is a whole season.
Well, I was saying that because it is more in the Black Mirror style of anthology, where every episode is different. But I'm also looking at that as a lot of people don't know or haven't seen Black Mirror, which shame on you. Shame. Cue shame.
But you see a Black Mirror episode, and the colors, the camera, and everything screams Black Mirror. Each episode is filmed differently, and the production value. I know only Maron's show, Mark Maron's show on IFC, and didn't know more about the channel. I don't know how much money they have, but it looks like they throw money at it or spend it wisely.
It's this. So to give that backstory, it is owned by the same network that owns AMC. So the people who bring you Walking Dead, Mad Men, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, all those shows also owns this. And you have heard of them before because I've mentioned Portlandia, and Portlandia also airs on IFC. But the other one is the production company with this, I believe, it's Broadway Video is involved in here as well. So that's the Lorne Michaels run thing, because it's you got 3 former SNL guys with Fred Armisen, Bill Hader, and Seth Meyers all doing work, and John Mulaney, who wrote the first episode, The Bunker, in season 2. He wrote for SNL. He created Stefan with Bill Hader.
And when you think they are spoofing like a stupid movie, the War Room spoof was so good. He played James Carville like his twin brother.
Wait, was that who his character was based off of?
Oh yeah, and the whole thing. I watched War Room a while ago, and it was so spot on. Fred Armisen was perfect in other ones.
Well, but Fred Armisen did. Yeah, or no, wait, Fred Armisen did, or Bill Hader?
That was what I say. Fred Armisen rocks all the time, but Bill Hader went beyond whatever his skills are, because he sold it that well. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, that makes sense though, because Bill Hader did the James Carville on SNL.
That's the one thing I didn't see. SNL is not a show I pursue, so I couldn't tell what talent expects me. And when I saw it, it was blown away. So kudos to them.
That's something I didn't even realize. But and then I'm looking at these other because they have all the episodes and the subjects that they're parodied. The next episode, which you saw, which was Juan Likes Rice and Chicken, and I'm realizing there's a little bit of a pattern to the names of their episodes, and it's just like, all right, because this one is a subject parodied of Hero Dreams of Sushi. All right, we got a person's name, what they are doing, about what. It's like, all right, come on. At first I'm like, oh, you're clever. Now I'm like, wait, it's a little bit lazy, but still clever.
Yeah. And the introduction to each show is Helen fucking Mirren.
Oh, so they kept that going. because I
The
missed the
classic fun dog,
beginning.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I missed that with because the Suits finale was last week. It went a minute or two long. So by the time I switched over, I was in the episode of The Bunker,
And
or
you
the
will
episode
go
called The
see
Bunker.
great stars like Jack Black playing Shane Smith from Vice, and other great names that pop up here and there and play themselves. Kenny Loggins,
Yeah, yeah.
and other people. So be amazed and be prepared. Recommend it wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you can find that Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on IFC or on the IFC app because they all pimp their apps now.